So at this stage, I'd like to introduce my friend Alex from Intel. And of course, Intel is one of those companies doing these astonishing, fantastic things that are going to change the universe as we know it. None of which we can actually tell you about, of course. So take it away, Alex.
Thank you, Brian. With that setup, that could be the shortest presentation I've ever done. No, of course I can't tell you. I might have to kill you afterwards. But I will walk you through a couple of examples of some of the things that we're doing that we think are exciting, not so much because we want to outline how fantastic technology is, but as a source of inspiration, perhaps, for some of the things that you might be able to take advantage of, some of the things that might give you first mover advantage in the marketplace in which we're operating. So thanks for everyone for showing up. I know Saturday morning in Cannes is not the easiest of tasks, whether you're still up or waking up now. Happy to have you here and very, very thrilled to be here with Amsterdam Worldwide. Thanks for the invitation. Congrats on your gold line, well deserved. Beyond social media, one of the things that we have come to accept is the fact that whilst up until a couple of years ago, the probably most prominent limitation was technology itself. Now the limitation has become how can we make technology meaningful? i.e., let's not produce more technically feasible things, but let's start producing the kind of things that can serve as a virtual overlay onto the kind of things that the consumers actually enjoy doing already, whether it's the kind of stuff that makes them more efficient, more effective, or just allows them to have more fun. We have coined the term of moving from what we make to what we make possible, and that has transformed the organization internally from an R&D perspective, but also from a manufacturing and from a marketing perspective over the last several years. Some of the initiatives that we're driving, we think, are going to transform some of the passions that people have. These technologies are not going to be front and center. They're not going to be particularly visible all the time, but they're going to pick up on things that people are doing and just magically enhance the experience that people can have. So let me walk you through a couple of examples. This is by no means an exhaustive list of the technologies that we're working on. It's merely serving as a little source of inspiration of some of the things that we're doing, and we're clearly happy to engage with you on any of the other things that we're working on behind the scenes. Now, the first one that you may have heard about is this thing called Smart TV. There's a live project in the US right now between Google, Intel, and Sony on Smart TV. So what is Smart TV and what sets it apart from some of these other things that you've seen in the past, red buttons and equivalent devices that were intended to try to drive some interactivity into the TV set? This is all about creating an intuitive and very, very organic experience that melds worlds with which everyone on the consumer side is familiar. So this is going to be about video search that is going to be integrated across channels, not just one particular channel. So you can have streaming video as well as TV programming here. You're going to have an opportunity to watch programming alongside virtually some of your friends and converse about what you're watching. So one of the things that is very, very organic for people is to sit together and watch a sports match. Now, if you can't do that and you still want to talk to somebody about that, you can have a live chat with somebody on screen whilst you're doing all these kind of things, contributing to the overarching experience that you're having. You're also going to be able to have integrated search that at some point in the very, very near future is not going to turn up 1,000 results, but maybe about 3 or 4 results. So whether that is across the semantic web as one of the notions or some other initiative that will start really becoming a meaningful search tool, because when you walk into the supermarket, you don't want to see 1,000 kinds of toothpaste, nor do you want 1,000 kind of search results for something that's really important to you. We're working on starting to drive the engines from a computing perspective that will allow for personalized, dedicated search within the TV environment. The second one is on a larger project that we're calling in-vehicle infotainment. In-vehicle infotainment is going to transform the world of mobility, and the car really being the original mobile device has up to date, or up until now, been slightly left out from some of the technological innovation that we've been driving into smartphones, into iPads, and some equivalent devices. That's going to get caught up very, very soon. One of the things that the car illustrates from a technological perspective for us is the particular challenge of having to converge two worlds. One, the world of the mechanical engineering sophistication, and the other one of the media, infotainment, entertainment kind of like portion. How do you bring that onto one platform and create seamless experiences that provide, using the word that Brian has used, true utility for end users and for drivers? So let me give you a couple of examples of some of the things that we will be doing. If you look at in-vehicle infotainment, this is going to be a platform that is going to incorporate voice communication clearly. It's going to give you information access. It's going to give you entertainment download opportunities for the passengers primarily. So the car is becoming a very much living medium. It's all predicated on the notion of having open sources and common platforms in order to tie into what we're going to call the smart grid, that is going to be something governing houses as well as cars. You're going to have technologies, software and hardware, that really, really combine as many pieces of the puzzle as possible to make one ubiquitous or one holistic experience.